Hey everyone, welcome to another video of Archangel or Archangel, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, I would keep it as Archangel. That is easier for me. But yeah, in this video, guys, it's very interesting. Please stay tuned till the end because there is an important update that was thrown out yesterday in Telegram. Joe actually came out for a voice chat during his lunch break. That was pretty neat and pretty quick of him also to take action because there was a lot of selling going on. And he wanted to go ahead and also put across certain topics in terms of the ecosystem that they have planned. And I just went through that yesterday night and today morning also. It is a 10-page document. It's available on the website, which we'll see through in this video entirely. And trust me, it is really interesting. And if it happens the way it is supposed to happen as they have envisioned it, it is big. Trust me on that. So you would get to know about it once you watch the complete video. So please do not skip the video anywhere. Read through, go through the entire portion and try to understand what I'm planning to put across over here, which might give you some idea on what Archangel is, and probably what they're planning to do, right? And if this is what is their roadmap and this is what is their ecosystem that they have planned, and if this falls out, everything in place, then trust me, this is going to be very big as a token in cryptocurrency. All right. So, having said that, before I move forward, this is not a financial advice, or neither am I a financial advisor. Please do your own research before you get into any token out there in the crypto space and be wary of scams. So, this is your Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion. Let's dive deep into the video right now. Now, if you come down to the website of Archangel, you can come down and probably get to this section where they have various materials or PPTs available for the technical roadmap, the collaboration network, the community voting archive, the white paper, as well as the ecosystem roadmap. So, in this video, I'm going to take you through the ecosystem roadmap in detail and try to explain to you what they have planned. They have had this updated recently, so this would give us a much more clarity on what their envision is, end vision is, and what their end goal is in terms of what they're trying to achieve. So because this token is fairly new, I did have limited information in terms of understanding what it wanted to do. But initially, after having a word with Joe and stuff, I got interested in the project mainly because of certain visions they had and the way that they were putting across information on Telegram group, especially Joe. Kudos and my heartfelt congratulations to him as well on almost nearing that 1,000 holder mark. And I'm guessing that that would happen today. And on the side part, I would also like to thank him for all the efforts that he's putting in for the community on the whole. So he has really been a driving force for this entire token out there. Again, just before I go forward, guys, I'm in no way affiliated with this token. It's just my pure research. And I would definitely like to appreciate each and every person who is doing his or her best to the project or any community out there if it is a legitimate project. I mean, I do always go ahead and quote a lot of good artists who are there in the Jetstar team. I'm nowhere actually affiliated with that. It's just a token that I was very interested in and I have invested in the token as well. The same goes with Archangel too. So it's something, these projects are something which interests me, and I would definitely like to call out people who are putting their heart and soul in terms of getting the project up and running, because in the end, my investment is at stake or anybody else's investment is at stake, be it even a single as simple as a single dollar, guys. So when all these people in the community, be it any project, for example, take Saitama, I would definitely comment, comment Russ, as well as Max, the entire developer team, Gabriel, Namtran. So these are the people who definitely receive our, should get our appreciation for all the hard work and effort that they're putting in from their end, because they are literally working for us. Trust me, they are literally working for us. We are sitting here and just purchasing it and just doing nothing. Absolutely, most of us are doing nothing. Only a few of them are volunteering to take up additional tasks or probably help out the community or build the token. But rest, all of the majority portion, we are just investors. We are just putting some amount of money and just waiting for it to grow. That's it. But the hard work and the effort that goes in the back end, it definitely needs some kind of appreciation from our end. And that's where I would like to put across my heartfelt appreciation to Joe because of his dedication to work and his actions that have been very swift, and probably his responses also to certain questions on the Telegram group have been right up to the point and a very detailed explanation, which I obviously like. Having said that, let's move on. Now, coming down to, sorry, I'll come down to the ecosystem. So What is their ecosystem that they have planned? So they have planned a business ecosystem operates in a similar manner, whereas multiple organizations, partners, blah 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 happens. And the same way, their objective on the ecosystem is to build, grow, and sustain a dynamic cryptocurrency ecosystem that provides holders with a valuable multi-generational cryptocurrency asset. Now, reading this, you may feel it is something out of a novel or a book, or some big words being used in terms of dynamic cryptocurrency ecosystem provides holders with valuable. But trust me, as and when we go through the other pages that are there, I was actually very much impressed, and this holds true to whatever they are speaking over here. It's not just some marketing gimmick that they have put out these words or stuff like that. It definitely has that weightage in terms of explaining how the ecosystem works. Now, moving on, they want to have projects called epics, which are the main part of the ecosystem, which are built by the Archangel team. All right, so these epics, they will contain numerous individual projects, that is our epics. Each project will perform a specific task and generate its own independent value based on the use case and designed utility for that project. So what it ideally means here is that Archangel is not one single token. So the ecosystem is not just one single token. Each particular project that they come out with, only specific to the epics, all right? So not specific to the normal projects that are of short term. As we saw earlier in the technical roadmap, we have this epics as well as the features. So the features will be value adds for the Archangel token alone, and the epics will always be separate projects which would be part of the Archangel ecosystem but have its own sustenance in terms of token, or the value of the token will be independent. Everything will be totally different. We'll go through it in the coming slides, guys. So if you look at it here, the next one itself, a project within the ecosystem, each project will have its own token with its own maximum supply. Investors can buy it separately. They don't need to have Archangel in order to buy the other tokens which are part of the Epic projects. Each project will contain a 6% transaction tax, which is similar to the Archangel token transaction, but with a minor but very important differences. What is that minor difference? It's just that the burn is there, the reward system is there, the project budget allocation is also going on, but along with that, there is something that goes out to the staking pool, if you can see here. Now, if you have gone through my earlier video on the Archangel white paper review in detail as well as the token review in detail, the first and foremost development project is towards having a staking pool enabled. So that's the first feature that they're going to bring out for Archangel token. So they are building out a staking pool where you can stake Archangel tokens. Now, the benefit of staking is what this ecosystem explains. So, what is the benefit of that? So, each and every ecosystem that is being built up in the Archangel portion or the boundary will actually provide to the staking pool. How does it happen? Individual projects within the ecosystem will provide benefits or support to other projects or ecosystems. This support can be one way or two way. Now, for example, what this simply means is you have two different projects running. Say, one project is of building a website having certain information related to various new tokens that are launching in the market. Just giving you an example, I'm not saying you the exact project is this, but do check out my video on knowing that big reveal that happened on the Telegram group regarding Archangel Guardian. Want to know what it is? Go and check that video, guys. I'll also tag that in the description if needed, or I'll also put it out in the I button here. You can click on that and just go through that video. You would get to know what I'm speaking of. It's one of the first upcoming epics. So take for example two different projects. One would be, say, containing a website which will give you some detailed information about a token, its owners and stuff like that, just like similar to what you have in CoinGecko. All right. So the other application or the other website or the project, say Epic 2, would be having its own token in terms of, say, compare it with Dex tools. All right, I would do that way. So you have one website like CoinGecko or one portal which has all this information. The other one is a charting mechanism basically, as well as a rating mechanism for certain tokens which are newly out there. That's your Dex tools. Now, the CoinGecko information can correlate with the DexTools information in terms of DexTools can use CoinGecko's portal to fetch certain information which it does not have with it. Right? Say, for example, the token owner's name, the token details, or what the project is all about. All those written paragraphical stuff might be available in CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and from there, DexTools might just fetch that information instead of creating its own fresh. So that's how they support each other. That's the kind of support that we are looking at in two ways. Like in the same way, CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap might. I'm not saying it is okay. Just I'm giving you an example. So it is able to get fetch the chart details from Dex tools and display it in their website. I mean that's how they can interlink and work in conjunction with give and take policy between both the websites, right? The same way is what we are looking at for certain projects, not all the projects. Certain projects where you would have a two-way mechanism of support for both the Epic 1 and Epic 2 or whatever are the epics that come out with. But in there are certain cases where Dex tools may not provide any detail to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, but only takes the detail from CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, right? So on the sidelines also, CoinGecko might not give any information to Dextools and might only take the Dextools chart details for it to go ahead and display in their website. I mean, just quoting example. So that is your one-way system. It's as simple as that. So think of it this way: a subway station. Okay, to keep it more simpler, a subway station which has two different routes where it would give you a conjunction between both the ends of the city, right? You can either travel from this side or from track 1 you can travel to point A, and from track 2 you can travel to point B, but the same track will also be enabling both the travel points between A to B. So that's one way of saying that both the ways you can communicate, I mean commute, whether you're on track A or track, I mean whether you're on the first track or the second track, you will still be able to reach both the points A and B. But think of it in a separate stage where if you are in track 1 you would only be able to travel to point A, point B is not possible, and if you're in track 2 you would only be able to travel to point A is not possible. So that's the midpoint where it's just a one way communication or one way commute that happens. Similar to that is where you can see some support that you can expect from other epics. I mean, I probably have tried to put across as easy as possible. If you're still confused, do let me know in the comment section below. Probably in the next video when I pick up the same topic, sometime I would try to explain it in a much better, simpler manner. Now, but what is very important for me to identify over here is the 1% staking pool rewards. Why this is very important? Keep tuned. I'll tell you why the staking pool is very much important and why it is very nice. And that is where I was blown away with the ecosystem that they have planned. So every epic that they release will have a contribution towards the staking pool. Each one has its own token. However, that token also will be having the tokenomics built so that 1% of the transaction tax will always be going to the staking pool. And if you remember, the staking pool built is for which token? The Archangel token. Now, coming down, they have just shown a normal structure wherein once it's surrounded by all the epics, one by one they keep adding on. You can see that around 9 epics that they have, I believe that they have planned, or 8 epics, I'm sorry. So 8 epics is what they have planned. That's again from the Archangel community alone. So once it looks, this is the entire structure how it is. So the one dotted lines, if you want to analyze it in depth, I'm just giving you a small insight. So this is how the system would be with the center point as Archangel. Okay, so the dotted lines would be like epic. This epic would be only supporting this epic in one way, but to this epic it would be supporting both the ways. So that's how they have built the system entirely. So if you want to analyze it in detail, you can go through it. You can visit their website. I'll also leave the link on to the website in the description below. You can come down and check the ecosystem roadmap or the entire slides over here to understand it better. But to put it in simple terms, each epic is either connected or supporting the other epics either in one way or both the ways. So it's either a only give or take policy, or it's a both give and take policy that exists between each and every epic. But however, at least in one way, they are always connected. And what's common between each and every epic that is there? Every epic that's built with its own token will obviously be contributing to the staking pool of that is the 1% transaction tax that you would be paying. Now that's really cool. Why? Because Archangel token or Arca or Archa, however you want to pronounce it, is the baseline of this ecosystem. It is the nucleus of the environment that will be surrounded by new projects or epics one at a time. The features we are building are not separate projects that exist externally to Archangel. They are bolted on directly to Archangel token to add value functionality to the baseline token which we build and surround the ecosystem. So if it's becoming a little difficult for you to understand, let me put it across this way. There are two things that are happening side by side for Archangel token. One you saw are the epic projects, and the other one you saw are the feature product projects. Now consider this: whatever happens on the feature level is always something that has to do directly with the Archangel token or the Archangel token. Okay, that's the direct value add for Archangel that they are planning to do. Say, for example, they bring in a staking pool. That's the first product that they are getting in. That staking pool is specific to Archangel token, right? So that's a feature that is for Archangel token. So tomorrow they might bring out some other kind of utility, like for example, you have some exclusive access to certain websites that they're going to build or certain projects that they're going to build. If you have or if you own this much amount of Archangel tokens, or probably since I said epics would be having their own tokens also. If you have Archangel token, there would be a feature added wherein if you say if you have this many Archangel tokens available, then you might receive a free airdrop. You might be eligible for a free airdrop, something like that. I'm not saying it would happen. I'm just quoting. Okay, so these are the feature additions that would be done only to Archangel token. This will not affect the other tokens which are part of the epics or the other projects that they're planning to build out. Okay, so now just to go through the three features that they have listed. The first one is the staking pool, that is again to Archangel token. The second one would be the Binance Smart Chain. That's the bridge, because now Archangel or Archangel is now currently with the Ethereum chain. They will also build a bridge so that they also support the BSC side of operation. So you will also be able to get the BSC token of the Archangel part. So all users who are comfortable with the BSC side will also be now able to buy and purchase and hold Archangel and utilize the ecosystem as well. The third and final project probably would be, I'm sure join swaps. Yeah, here it is. This is much clearer for you guys. So join swaps is what they have mentioned. So probably they are going to be part of certain swaps where probably they might come out with their own swap. I'm not so sure how it is going to build out, but yeah, yet to see more details on that. Or they might be probably giving certain staking pools or providing liquidity pools to go ahead and trade Archangel in various other swaps that are out there. Take for example Shiba swap. Yeah, so that's how I have my thoughts are. And you never know, they might come out with their own swap in the later days, which would again prove to be much more of a value add to the Archangel token as well as the staking pool too in the ecosystem. So that features, whatever builds up is directly connected only to Archangel, and whatever burn, whatever transaction tax, whatever the distribution in terms of the rewards, the project budget, whatever happens when it comes to the feature related part is only having to do with the Archangel token alone. Now the difference between the epics is whatever happens, each epic will have its own token, say token A, token B, token C, token D, right? So each of this token A, B, C, D as such will always contribute to the staking pool which has Archa or Arca. So owing the benefits, now coming down to the last part of the benefits portion, owning the Archa tokens or Arca tokens means that you own the centerpiece of the entire ecosystem. The Arca token or Archa token is a baseline. It's the only token within the ecosystem that receives benefits from every epic we build and release. Now, read this once again, guys. It's the only token within the ecosystem which receives benefits from each and every epic that they're going to build and release. Now, this is where I was grown, and this is why I said this is huge. If it actually happens the way they have visioned it, it is really, really huge. So, in putting it in very simple words, I mean, the only way to get into the pool is to own Acha. That means taking pools from each individual project within the ecosystem are directed back to the Acha staking pool. So you will be only able to participate if you own Acha with you. Any other Epic related token that you own would not qualify you to get this reward. Okay, you might have rewards built in within the token system itself. So you would be receiving the same token rewards which would be there if there's a staking pool available, but you would not be receiving any other benefit as you have as compared to you owning Archa or Arca token. So if you own Arca and stake it, then you are receiving tokens from every project within the ecosystem. Now, this line says it all. So, whenever this is how the entire system that builds up, okay, once it is all built, if you say there are eight epic projects, Staking your Arca token will give you rewards from all the 8 tokens that have been built in the same ecosystem. Now imagine how big is that and how good is that? Now, I would like to compare this with FEC token rewards that are there, right? If you watch my FEC staking rewards, I have very much quoted in terms of FEC rewards giving not only FEC in the back end, it also gives you, FWrapped, BNB if you're on the BSC smart chain, or if you're on the Ethereum side, it gives you FETH, and if it also gives you FUSDT, it also gives you FBTC, as well as you get your reflections, which are again auto staked. That's another advantage. And all these BNB, USDT, as well as the BTC will be compounded. So as and when the reward system comes and sits over there, that will count as that will act as, I mean, probably give you a higher percentage of holding as and when time passes and it gets accumulated. So it's on a compounding basis that keeps accumulating, and it's frictionless. By frictionless, it's almost instantaneous. I did show you in one of my videos on the staking front and how fast I got my benefits. You don't need to wait for weeks or days or even months. It's as simple as a few hours. It can even show you start showing rewards within a few hours, guys. I think mine started around 6 or 7 hours duration. Within that span of time, I was able to see my first rewards, and it started increasing as and when that reaches a threshold value. So that is how it is built up. And the same way, looking at this here, just comparing, you have around 7 types of rewards over there, 6 to 7 types of rewards in the FEGEX system. It's more than that over here with the Archangel ecosystem, guys. This is why I said this is huge. The main reason being, okay, it takes a lot of time for them to build all these 8 epics. I'm not bothered about it, because if they plan to actually incorporate all this mechanism, you never will have to sell your Arca tokens. You can live off the reflections. It's as simple as that. You just hold it, stake it, whatever reflections you would be getting. I don't know how they're going to design the staking pool in terms of whether the reflections would be directed towards your wallet, or would the reflections actually be auto staked, or would you even receive reflections or not. That is something that we will have to wait and see how they want to design it. But think of it, if at all it is made in such a manner that you are staking some Arca token and you are getting reflections to your wallet, you would be able to sell the reflections, and those reflections are not just Arca tokens. You are getting the reward system in terms of each and every token that you would be getting. I mean, how they want to build it, it's left to them, but nonetheless, you are getting the rewards in each and every token that is part of the epic. So imagine that your reflections of Archangel, the other tokens which are there in the ecosystem, just selling them without even touching your initial investment of Archangel, you're able to actually make some good amount of money, is what I presume. Again, it depends entirely on how well this ecosystem thrives and how good the projects would come out with and the acceptance level as such. But trust me, I am very bullish on this. The main reason being they are targeting such areas in the crypto space which haven't been targeted much, and probably overlooked into, is what I would say. Like, to give a simple example, if you watch the earlier video on the Archangel Guardian that they're planning to build, they want to build a website which contains a one-stop solution for all the search that you do related to a cryptocurrency token, right? So it's a one stop shop. So such kind of solutions have not been ideally thought by everyone out there, or I would say it has rather overlooked, or probably it's because of the fact that they feel everything integrated into one single ecosystem would not make much of a sense, or probably it's just diversified for its own individual reasons, right? So that's the way I'm looking at things. So you are able to get the details of one single cryptocurrency from various sources. It's just at one single web page, so you don't need to worry about having so many tabs open like me over here to do a lot of research on the token. It's just that one single web page that you can visit and go ahead and get to know about it. Now that's really nice, and that's a game changer according to me, because that way you will have much many users utilizing the web page, utilizing the interface, probably give more value add to the token that is actually accommodated with it as well. So that's something that we will definitely have to see. But this is really nice, guys. So you stake your Archa and or Arca, and you're almost getting around 8 different types of token as and when they release each one. By the way, it's not like at a time they all will be released. It will definitely take some duration. I would definitely put this across for a duration of 4 to 5 years till the 8 epics are up and running. But they have quoted that they have already started working on Michael 1, the first epic. I mean, that's on 27th September, just a couple of days back. They have already started or initiated the work, and this should be out by somewhere in the next 6 to 9 months, if I'm not wrong. So 9 months again is just a duration that they have quoted on the web page. You never know; it might even come faster than that. It all depends on the speed that the developers are able to build it, or the support that others in the community can definitely go ahead and provide. So having said that, guys, this is it for this video. You can come down to the last. This is, I did not go through this in detail because it is a bit confusing for others, but yeah, if you run through this in depth, it's always that even other projects that can be part of the ecosystem. I'll take this up as a separate video because I would like to explain this separately, since I have certain comparisons to actually showcase. So I'll take this up separately, but just giving you a one liner that it's not only those 8 epics that would give you rewards. Any other project outside the Archangel ecosystem, anyone else separately has built and they want to be part of the Archangel ecosystem, that token also would be adding a reward to the staking pool. So it's like, imagine you have 3 epics right now built from the Archangel ecosystem. You have 10 other projects that are part of the ecosystem. They want to be part of the Archangel ecosystem, and you would be receiving, by staking Archangel in the staking pool, you would be receiving the tokens of all these 2 plus 8, 10 projects as a reward, along with your Archangel reflections, is what I believe, but yet to see that. But yeah, this is what you would be getting for staking one single token. All the projects that you have actually part of the ecosystem are giving you the benefit. And trust me, this is not just limited to these 8 epics or only certain other projects. Each and every project in the ecosystem that is getting listed or going part of the ecosystem will be providing you that reward. So this tokenomics is built into each and every project that would be part of the Archangel ecosystem. I'll take this up in a different video, probably to explain it a little more in detail and have some comparisons on the way so that it's easier for you to understand. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos, either on Archangel token or any other token that I have been part of. Do check out my other videos as well. I have also started a recent segment of general crypto education, which I always wanted to do. So it's called Crypto Wisdom, so do check out that playlist as well. I have 3 videos right now. I'll be adding more in the coming days. I've just started it yesterday. So do watch out that space as well, and do share this video to all those people who would like to know more about the ecosystem or and are finding it a little difficult to understand. Probably I have put it across in as simple words as possible in what I can do. Please do comment below on your views and let me know what else would you want to see on the Archangel token or any other token that you want me to go ahead and review in the crypto space out there. Thank you so much for watching once again. Have fun.